Shalom to the elect, giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bashem Shai, Bahashem Rakakodash, and giving double honor to the elder apostles, the elder bishops, the great millstone, who well. Peace and salutation to the 144,000 prophets and the rest of the remnant of the believers, who are all Israelites. The Lord is going to have mercy upon in these times. The Israelites consist of so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, and since our seed has been scattered across the four winds, you do have Israelites that look like the other nations where they've been scattered to, but lineage going back to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, in which you'll see a good example here. All right, and of course, giving double honor to the elder apostles, a great millstone, who well, of course, through the Spirit, the Holy Spirit, reveal, of course, the mystery of the Gentiles. The Gentiles pertaining to salvation, being the Israelite foreigners. And this would be an Israelite foreigner, I believe, in the spirit. It only took me kind of like a couple moments to determine that. But yeah, Shemiah Mappin is a Mappa from the Great Millstone Plaintables Camp, located here in the city of Philadelphia. It's coming with a wee lesson. So you have it here, and this is off of Black Man the Traveler, which Black Man the Traveler is this a Yasher man here. He has a very good page. I really like his page. I was introduced to him by the other brother Yakalba in our camp here in Great Millstone, Philadelphia. Okay, Delaware. Okay, and I believe his roots go back to possibly I believe it's East Africa, and I'm not sure if it's Uganda or something like that. I forget. But he's an Israelite foreigner for sure, because he's not a Hamite. He goes about and he travels and he pretty much shows you the raw, uncut story of these different places which he traveled to, because a lot of places they only show you what they want to show you, which is the glamour and the touristy look on things, but there's things beyond that. We want that raw insight of a place, the good and the bad. Okay, so Black Man the Traveler is a good travel vlogger, to watch out. I believe he has also a family, and he actually got down with a woman from what's that, Argentina, Neftali. All right, and had a bear the seed from her too and stuff. So he's doing his thing. I believe religion wise, he has not been chosen to receive this truth. At this time, if the Lord have it, he eventually see the truth about who the Hebrew Israelites are, and this knowledge, possibly can come to repentance. But he believes in Islam, or follows that faith of Islam and such. But without further ado, I'm just gonna go into this real quick. I'll give a couple scriptures too. I'm gonna bring out Matthew 24, as the Lord is going to deliver his elect remnant, and his seed is scattered across the four winds. Actually, I'm gonna get Deuteronomy. All right, Deuteronomy chapter 28, and I believe it's 60 or 54. This is Deuteronomy chapter 28 and 64. This is one of the curses that befell the Israelites. And it says here, and Yahweh shall scatter thee among all people, from the one end of the earth unto the other, and there thou shalt serve other gods, which neither thou nor thy fathers have known, even wood and stone. These various religions. Okay, because with the other scattering, you have it where we learn the different ways. Hold up, this doesn't pop up. Of the heathen. See something. And such. And we learned to follow these different gods. Israelites, a lot here in America, been given, plantation Christianity, and you have, what is it? You have also, Israelites. They might try to be conscious, and then they come to like Islam and stuff. But yeah. But we've been scattered, and we learned different various ways of the heathen, and that's in the scriptures. But I was gonna try to get that scripture. I was a bit distracted because a notification popped up on my computer, and I didn't want it to basically disturb the lesson. See something. This is the book of Psalms, chapter 106. All right, Psalms 106. Had to go on one of my old Bibles. Psalms 106. With Psalms read 106, and I'll bounce about. It says 106 and 6. We have sinned with our fathers. We have committed iniquity. We have done wickedly. Yeah, mainly that is idolatry. All right. Worshiping of other gods, false gods and such, and not Yahweh. Okay, by Shem Shai. All right. It goes into that. Psalms 106 and 21. They forget God or power, Yahweh Bashem El Shai, their Savior, which had done great things in Egypt. And that's what happened to the Israelites. Okay, it talks about the golden calf, right? And it says, verse 23. I'm skipped. It says, therefore he said that he would destroy them, had not Moses, his chosen, stood before him in the breach to turn away his wrath, lest he should destroy them. All right, so thanks. Have mercy due to having a mediation. Okay, but going on, this is fast forward. This is 106 Psalms and 30 verse 35. It says, but were mingled among the heathen and learned their works. All right, and we were mingled amongst the heathen. Okay, mingling. Go back to this Irab or Irabah. Basically to share. It has fellowship. And us being amongst these different nations, we took part of their customs and different various heathen rulership, especially the Greco-Roman Empire. We were given the Hellenization, where we took a part of Greek customs and embraced it, and called ourselves even by Greeks, but us being actually Israelites. But it's not following the customs, being in a Gentile state of mind. But it says, and they served their idols, which were a snare unto them. Yeah, they sacrificed their sons and their daughters unto devils. Okay, so this has happened with us. Okay, and obviously, of course, because of mingling and going across the nations, you have it where our seed is going to look different. Okay, but the lineage go back to by the way of the Father. So you got to try the Spirit, okay, and it's the Spirit, the Spirit that bear witness with our spirit that we're the children of the Most High, okay. Romans 8:16, it says, "In the Spirit itself bear witness with our spirit that we are children of the Most High." All right, the Lord's words, they speak their spirit in their life, and you have it like this particular individual. And pardon me for the long intro. You have let me see. I'm trying to go to it real quick. Where is it at? The video. I hope I ain't. Hold on, where's the video at? Yeah, you have it here where this particular individual, which looked like a Edomite, so-called wheat man. I believe he's an Israelite. All right, Israelite foreigner.
Today,
same as Black Man the Traveler, even though he his lineage going back to in Africa, which we were in Africa too, had different kingdoms and stuff, and primarily scooped up on the western coast of Africa. But you have Jake was all over, Let's go on. And Esau, he didn't know this.
People keep commenting in the videos and saying, "Black man, you gotta come to Brixton. You gotta come to South London and film the gentrification part. And film Brixton and come here and showcase people what life used to be around here. Back in the day, what's going on, bro? You good? Huh?
Recording, yeah? We're just out here selling the herbs, stuff.
So they got like the gentrification now. I think Brixton, that area, I'm not super familiar with London at all. My brothers from overseas, may obviously be able to chime in if they see the video. But and I believe they have a huge Benjamite, Bunyamyan, so-called West Indian culture in that area. Because there's a lot of different Israelites that, especially Bunyamyan too, during the Windrush period. You can go into the Windrush, with the British Empire and them getting in UK generation where you had a Windrush people from the Caribbean was invited to UK to rebuild post-war Britain. Okay, a lot of Benjamite was there, and they spread their seed, crazy. You got that, like, you go over there in Britain, you got a lot of what they call like women, they done grew up looking, like having certain features, like that mixed look, so called, but they actually are Israelites, okay, because the lineage go back the way of the Father. All right, Windrush period was between 1948 and 1971. All right, in Britain. Okay. You go into different images. Jake looking smooth going over there, man. With the it's the typical Benjamite look. And as you're saying, and going to the Commonwealth of migrants arriving in UK before 1971, most of them, a big majority of them was coming from Jamaica and the West Indies. Okay. India, you got others. Okay. So you can see it. Not sure what this information is. But we could go into it, in another time. Pull up on Wikipedia. Where's the Wikipedia? It's in the House of Lords. This in Parliament. Okay, this is government recognized. They got Windwest Day, man. So the Empire Windrush carried hundreds of passengers from the Caribbean who, alongside people from other parts of the Commonwealth, came to UK to fill post-war labor shortages. But they had Jake the work, man. And remember, Jamaica was a what they had. Britain was had Jamaica as a colony of Britain. So certain Jake got citizenship over there during certain years. You can go into all of that history too. With Jamaica and Britain, being under the Queen, as they would go into. But it says the Windrush generation became the symbolic shorthand for people who came to work to join the family in the UK between 1948 and 1943, particularly from Caribbean countries. All right. So, like you would say, a place such as Britain, which most people would attribute mainly to Edomites being there and stuff. You have Israelites. In Britain itself, I think go back to Bariath going to Covenant, and those are dealing with the Israelites. In English, you go back to Anglo-Saxon, the angelic sons of Isaac. That's all dealing with Israelites. All right, so just going back, and Israelites was over there and ruled in England and ruled in Scotland and ruled in Ireland and all these different places during the Dark Ages. All right. Just have a fall of Israelites had fall due to bubonic plagues and different, events. And you had Edomites that took over different titles and lands, and we got put in slavery. So you just go into that history, So this Jake seed is there, so you don't know, like, if people keep or Jake mix up and then his child don't sleep with a so-called black woman or something, and then he sleep, he come out looking like so-called mixed, and then he lay with a Edomite, and then the baby come out looking like a straight up Edomite, but you not seeing the features of an Israelite, you would never know unless you have his genealogy, So a lot of it, you got to go by the spirit too. Because we don't have those records too, or know anything. Go by the spirit.
See what society does.
But yeah, gentrification. So back to gentrification, I believe in this area, I think like other nations been coming and moving in and taking advantage of using also like the culture, like to basically like profit. Jake get exploited. Over wherever we go, because remember, we're the former of all things. Okay, the originators. Let me get a couple scriptures real quick. Let me see. Former. The portion of Jacob. This is Jeremiah chapter 10 and 16. The portion of Jacob is not like them. Yeah, not like the heathen, where he is the former of all things. And Israel is the rod of inheritance. Yahweh of hosts is his name. So, our portion is of the Lord. And of course, the Lord is the Most High. Obviously, with his only begotten Son, Yahweh Shai. And obviously, they're the best. All right. And his people, of course, they're going to be the best people. Stronger than the Edomites, obviously. Superior. I mean, just look at all what we can do creatively, mentally. We Jacob is especially athletically. I mean, come on, this is a no-brainer. But our portion, our halak, okay, our smoothness, our seductiveness, our flattery, our portion is not like the heathen, okay? And that's why you stick out. We stick out amongst the heathen. All right, we the former of all things, former Yatazar, which goes into having that form, the original creation, you know, individuals at conception, predetermined, preordained. We set the fashion, all right? You know, Yatazar, we bring things forth and then everybody follow it, and that starts with the tribe of Judah, all right? So-called Negroes, all right? And then you got a lot of the other, you know, Southern Kingdom tribes like Benjamin. You know, everybody like Benjamite style and stuff like that, you know. They like that style, you know, but, you know, even Benjamin went into other, you know, Rastafarianism ain't got the truth. You know, yes, some truths that's in it, but, you know, that's not going to save us. So going on, like in Brixton, which I think I can bring up, like, there's a, you know, I'm big into watching some of these travel vloggers, like Bless Up Jess. Bless Up Jess, she was over there, I believe, in Brixton.
We found your name.
And she, like, saying, like, we found Jamaica. And, Brixton, though. So, but then she was talking about how it don't feel the same, you know, obviously as Jamaica, but they have obviously a like a community. You know, you could get your you know, cassava. You can get your yams and stuff, plantain, you know, different sour sop you see there, different roots and stuff. You know, import it over and such. You know, Scotch bonnet peppers, and you know, and all of that here in the bottomless pit in Europe. But like, as they gonna show, even in here, Lion Vibes, I think he went in there and it was like, pretty much it was like they saying it's gentrified. Like, these people not even, like, they ain't even no Benjamites in there. Let me see.
Across a vinyl record store that sparked.
I don't even want to put like the music, that cheap music, but yeah, like I say, it's kind of like mimicking a place like this, Rockers International in Kingston, you know, but
Rockers International in Kingston. Yeah. Vibes. Alright.
so that's how that go.
That's really nice.
So which one? Chickpeas and the rice and
Is that what we
yeah.
Yeah, we get that.
Okay.
I'm gonna try I wanna try the bitters that I got.
And in Benjamite culture, big into herbs and stuff, like shabium, or herbs. Like shabium is the Hebrew word for herbs, plural, like shab. You see, he got this Rasta, he got the dashiki type deal. You know, that's an Israelite thing, really. You know, in ham, but you know, we ain't Africans. The Negroes ain't Africans. The Israelites are not Africans. Okay? Or from Chum, or from Shum. Alright, and we are the chosen. But yeah, so, you know, I believe they were showing it, like the different, like these different, you know, people came in, and like, you know, like they like, you see the rum right there. You know, you can get spice bun, all that type stuff. Look.
I refrained from buying. We then came across a food truck called Sweet Like Yard that sold all your classic Jamaican dishes. You could see the influence of Jamaica everywhere, from the shops, restaurants, and even the murals painted on the walls. It soon became clearly evident to me just how strongly and boldly the Jamaican culture had been embedded here into Brixton.
So there you go. You got a heavy Banyamyan culture over there in Brixton. All right, and that's what Jake do. Jake take over, you know, when they in a place, man. You know, and they run it over. With no plain Edomite going, you know, like even Jake got the, you know, you got like shepherd's pie or something like that. Just think of that. You got like the beef patty, okay, Jamaican beef patties and stuff. You know, the influence right there, like a beef turnover. All right, if you don't know. But yeah, I mean, you got this individual. Some people be like, "Oh, he in Brixton. What is he doing?" Look, this dude, this Jake, man. Jake hustle out front of different stores and stuff like that. That's a Jake name. You know, he out there looking like an Edomite, but let's see how he talk.
Tells us alcohol, alcohol pulls minerals out of the body.
Film Brixton and come here and showcase people what life used to be around here. Back in the day. What's going on, bro? You good? Huh?
Recording, yeah?
Yo.
We're just out here selling the herbs,
Yeah.
natural stuff.
Uh-huh.
See what society does. It sells us alcohol. Alcohol pulls minerals out of the body.
So he coming straight, you know, he coming against what they call like the establishment, you know, which is the Edomites and stuff. They got the earth been given into the hand of the wicked, pursuing to Job 9:24. Hey, they destroy the people, okay? And he's trying to get back, you know, people trying to get back to herbs and stuff, the true healing and stuff, especially after that 2020 event. Scriptures say that this is Ecclesiasticus chapter 10 and 1. It says, "A wise judge will instruct the people, and the government of the prudent man is well ordered. As the judge of the people is himself, so are his officers. And what matter of a man the ruler of the city is, such are all they that dwell therein. It is the point in unwise king destroyeth his people, but through the prudence of them which are in authority, the city shall be inhabited." And when we get the translated power through Yahweh Shai coming and delivering us and establishing the kingdom, all right, here on earth of heaven, remove the heathen, the Edomites out of rulership, and the rest of the other heathen that are linking the source of us and benefiting off of all that we do. You know, we're gonna have a righteous rulership, all right, undefiled, all right, and this heathen gonna help build our buildings, our everything, you know, crops, harvest, everything. They're gonna be employed under us in servitude. We're gonna set things right, because this unwise king, which would be Esau, right now, he destroying the people with obviously his way of moral power, health. Okay, he actually is, you know, is told not to really use this. And this ain't medical information, by the way. Disclaimer: you can do what you want to do. Okay, this is just for you know, journalistic purposes. All right.
Sugar leaches calcium from your bones and tissues. So, in order for us to evolve and grow, sugar leaches calcium from your bones and tissue. Alcohol pulls minerals out of the body.
No, you heard it. Alcohol pulling minerals out your body and stuff, man. So you gotta watch out, because you get dehydrated and stuff. And you gotta make sure you replenish. You know, a lot of people, especially in this culture, you know, it's like just drink. You know, and a lot of people, they're not even eating mineral dense or nutrient dense rich foods. You know, and what we think is nutrient rich, you know, and dense, hey, Esau is the one that controls it and also defiles it, you know. But we'll keep going. Scriptures say how we eat our defiled bread amongst the Gentiles in Ezekiel. Okay, like the 4th chapter, if I'm not mistaken. You know, so we have to be very, very careful. You know, as best as we can, pray over our food and just be in faith. All right. Ezekiel chapter 4 tells you in verse 13, and the Lord said, the Lord Yahweh said, "Even thus shall the children of Israel eat their defiled bread among the Gentiles, the rest of the nations." All right, or the nations where we've been scattered to, whether I will drive them. We've been driving everywhere, so everywhere we're eating defiled bread. Okay, you know, shite within the food, and you know, pollutants, contaminants. You know, it's still certified, deemed to be edible, but you know, it's not pure, and it affects us. Heavy metals, you know, all different types of things.
Sugar leaches calcium from your bones and tissues. So, in order for us to evolve and grow, we need to keep the blood oxygenated. We need to feel our own feelings, and we need to face the pain.
So hey, he's speaking a lot, things that's straight up biblical. Talk about how blood. This is Genesis chapter 9 and 4. But flesh with the life thereof, which is the blood thereof, shall ye not eat. Right. So the blood is the life. Okay. So it's important to have dam tawab, or good blood. All right. Dam is blood. The Hebrew word dam or dam or dame is blood. All right. Scriptures tell you in Genesis 3:9 and 3, every moving thing that liveth shall be meat unto you, or meat for you, even as the green herb have given you all things. Okay, and obviously things have to be filtered out through the what you call the actual dietary law. All right, in Leviticus 11th chapter. Okay, you can read that, because we can't just eat any old thing creeping on the ground like a eel and turtle. There's lawful and unlawful fits. All right, but the Lord gave us different, herbs and such, and things to eat. All right, and like these herbs are for marapayam or hahil in if you can try to get it. Ealing, I'm gonna say it just like that. Ailing, I'm gonna say it like a Benjamite. To eel you. Alright, damn, there's a precept in Genesis I wanted to get out. I'm gonna see if I can find it. Genesis chapter 3. Good to go over these scriptures. And this is Genesis 3:18. It says, thorns also and thistles shall it bring forth to thee, and thou shalt eat the herb of the field. Yeah, we have to use different herbs for what? Medicine. All right, even if would say otherwise. So all of this stuff he talking, a lot is very biblical. All right.
People are selling fake sea moss in fish tanks, yeah.
Sea moss, man. Which sea moss has various different minerals. It's pretty much like seaweed or something of that sort. Like a algae. And they have different vitamins, different minerals, nutrients. And as of lately, a lot of people have been, consuming this to get all those minerals. Okay, and they mix it, they add like the bladderwrack and the burdock root, I believe, to get all 102 minerals. But if you ask like a dietitian about this stuff, like a lot of times they're gonna veer away from that. They probably tell you to take a multivitamin or something like that. But yeah, it's vegan. It's just a herb. All right, they dry it, you rehydrate it. You got different type of species. Benjamites are called Irish moss. But yeah, sea moss, and it's getting popular. So then, like, a lot of people are now like, obviously with everything, they'll add it part of the supplement industry, but then you don't know if you're really getting the real deal. All right, but there's a lot of different benefits within this. Okay, red seaweed. Okay, iodine, calcium, vitamin B, sodium, magnesium, zinc. 2 tablespoons contains, and you can just go into all of that. So yeah. So it's like, damn, you gotta watch out for everything, man. Sucks. Taking a placebo and stuff sometimes.
When you put it in the water, it expands. Yeah. You see my thing there? I'll show you right here.
Look at that, guys. You see?
So in a dry state, where you put the sea moss into water, it obviously it's gonna get bigger. It's gonna absorb, and come back, to that dry state, right? It's gonna rehydrate. Then I know they like blend it up. I mean, I've done it before myself. And then you make it into a gel, with the water. And then, you can consume it. I put it in smoothies and stuff and get those different benefits.
After your body, man.
Mullen leaves.
Your body's your temple.
Your body's your temple, you get what I'm saying? We human beings.
And that's heavy. He said his body is a temple, right? And that obviously, if we know it's a temple, not everything can enter into a temple. That's in Corinthians. I think I should already have it up right now. Well, let me see. Temple. Body. This is 1 Corinthians 6 and 19. What? Know ye not your body is the temple of the Holy Spirit, which is in you, which ye have of power, and ye are not your own. Okay? For ye are bought with a price, therefore glorify power in your body and in your spirit, which are the Most High. So this body, it's not even ours. It's like we borrowed it. Okay? So, you're supposed to, take care of your body. All right? That's good. All right? Good sense. All right? That's wholesome. That's sound words. Okay? So, if you go to, what I was about to go to? Oh, another scripture. This is Ecclesiastes, or Cuss, chapter 10 and verse 28. It says, my son, glorify thy soul in meekness, be humble, or be lowly, and give it honor according to the dignity thereof. Right? And you're supposed to take care of your temple, value it. Okay? How do you give it honor? By treating it well, okay? I'm not letting everything enter in it. You can't run off French fries, and chips, and burgers and stuff. You gotta. It's a machine, man, and it's in service to itself with the immune system. All right. A man that basically regard his life, care for his meat and diet. Roughly paraphrasing as you read in. I think around the 31st chapter. Now the scriptures talk about drinking of wine and stuff moderately, and its effects. It's everything's in the scriptures. All right. It says here that this is Sirach chapter 30 and 25. A cheerful and good heart will have care of his meat and diet. Right? A good mind cares for what he consumes. Simple as that, man. And a good mind is made glad by, knowing he ain't eat junk. Okay? Like like when you eat junk, you're like, man, it's like you feel like you got a detox or something like that, Like I watch dudes go to the gym talking about I gotta sweat out all these impurities from drinking and stuff like that, or eating junk rubbish and stuff. But yeah, man. So a lot of stuff he's talking about is biblical. All right.
Are the most sophisticated expression of the Most High. Yeah.
So I'm gonna run this back.
Given the earth, when you put it in the water, it expands. Yeah. You see my thing there? I'll show you right here.
Look at that, guys. You see? Look after your body, man. Your body's your temple.
Your body's your temple.
He sounding cheap. 5 pounds.
We human beings are the most sophisticated expression of the Most High. Yeah. We was given the earth, built in abundance for all of us. Now we've been pushed off the land into a concrete mechanism and enslaved by money, yeah?
He kind of going in, man, you know? He kind of going in, so, like, and you see he got a swag, like how he waving it. I mean, like, he's not just a regular salesman. This is an Israelite selling herbs, okay, with ability, okay? He got a swagger with him, okay? A spirit going off of him that's doing that, you know? So I say he an Israelite.
It's the illusion of artificial scarcity. That's why we're always fighting each other. But really what we need to be doing is support each other to do the right
hormone,
thing.
you know what I mean? Balance to build testosterone, you know what I mean?
Yeah? And eat well and look after
Keep pulling
ourselves.
stuff out his pocket, you know? You got the skate, you got the Hurley shirt, like the skate type culture, you know, surfer. You know, so he's not just a, like, you know, like, don't think he just some, you know, regular old Joe Schmo. This dude is, he more so coming in with an unconventional way of thinking, which, hey, we speak wisdom that the world does not speaketh, all right, as prophets of the Lord. And the Lord was out of this world, okay? He said, I'm from above, you're from below. Like, the Lord is cold. But yeah, man, you know, his people, they reflect him, okay?
To give ourselves the love that we deserve. A lot of people are going sea moss in fish tanks. I call it fish tank moss. You see there, right there?
Yeah.
Sea moss pulls its minerals from the sea. It's a mighty thing.
Yeah, like cling on to rocks and stuff like that, you know? Get minerals.
Rock money.
Yes.
Hey, so there he go. He's showing that real joint, got the rock on it, and then you gotta pretty much, when you get it, you have to obviously take the rock off, obviously, you know. But you know, they got, like, you know, people say, because I ain't watched this video, but just from my very, very few studies with this stuff, looking into it, they say when you're trying to find some authentic sea moss, it should have, like, be looking like, have the rock on it, you know, clinging to it, where it's gonna, you know, extract various minerals and stuff from, you know, seaweed and stuff.
I'm saying,
Yes.
best thing for the bones, yeah. Feel that the coffee and sugar pull calcium out of the bones. The sea moss is high in calcium. It will feed the bones. So www.inspektabeg.com. Tonight is going to be the Friday night freak show where everyone's going to go out and self-mutilate and drink that Satan syrup and drink that devil's juice. But alcohol is a tool that's been used for thousands of years to suppress human consciousness. So we need to leave that junk on the shelf.
Where you from? From around here?
I'm around here, yeah.
From Brixton?
I'm not from Brixton, but I'm from
Yeah, so, you know, like, it ain't wrong to drink alcohol and stuff, just obviously, you know, safe environment, you know, moderation, you know, that's a whole nother lesson for another time. Some people think it's unlawful, but there's some things that's not good for everyone, you know. Not all things that are lawful are good for all men, you know. So it's all a balance.
South London,
Where at?
Lambeth,
Lambeth, yeah.
for 11 years.
So I want to ask you a question. I've been documenting about life around here, yeah? Gentrification's hit the hood so bad, especially certain parts of London.
Yeah.
How would you describe living back in the day in South London? What in South London used to mean to you back in the days growing up around here?
When I was 11 years old, it's a lot of, like, I was on the estate.
Yeah.
It was, for me, my dad grew up, he was a Ghanaian, yeah? And he said he only had...
You just heard what he just said. This is a straight example of an Israelite foreigner. He just said his dad, he grew up was a Ghanaian. I believe a Ghanaian is somebody from Ghana, right? Which is West Africa. All right. Ghanaian, exactly. So there you go. He an Israelite right there, man. Because, you know, a lot of Israelites come out of, obviously, Ghana and West Africa, and but took it over here to the Americas, man. Heavy, man. So we just proved the straight point right there. Okay, that's a straight point right there. You got slave ports, you know what I mean? Like, come on, man. Like, stop. So that was a Jake, and I'm pretty sure when he talk about his story gonna reflect the curses. All right. crazy. See, certain people like say like me, even me, like I have a very, very high I would say like a zeal towards basically the whole Gentile thing, with the mystery of the Gentiles, just Gentiles being Israelite foreigners, they like a speckled bird, they look like other nations, but they actually Israelites. All right, and I'll bring that scripture out too. It's in Jeremiah. Speckled. Jeremiah chapter 12 and 9. Mine heritage is unto me as a speckled bird. A speckled bird being having variegation, okay, having different appearances. All right, colored, okay, from Bawai, or pardon me, Tazabawai, all right, from Tazabai. Tazabai means to dye or something dyed. Obviously, something of various colors. You dye something with color, right? So, yeah, our people have various colors, all right, understanding, looking, appearances. It says the birds round about are against her, the other nations, okay, which, count other nations as different beasts, birds, right, in this case. Come ye assemble all beasts of the field and come devour. And, hey, other nations do try to devour us in various ways, okay. You said his father was a Ghanaian, like that's heavy, and he looked like a straight Edomite, like that's heavy. All right, this heavy. The Wadi out by Shemeshai for the Lamadian for the lesson. Okay, yeah, the Lamadian. All right, we need to get more into this. A lot of people don't understand how Israelites come in different appearances. They'll be delivered from different various places, heathen nations. They thinking that Israelites just gonna be looking so-called black, Latino, and Native American only, only Negroid looking. Hey, the Lord has scattered His seed, and amongst all the nation, and circumcision is of the spirit. Yes, you can't just go off of the flesh. Read Romans. The second chapter around the 25th verse and stuff like that, right? Romans 2 and 25. It says, for circumcision verily profit if thou keep the law, but if thou be a breaker of the law, thy circumcision is made uncircumcision. Verse 26 the point. Or actually 28. I just go to 28. It says, there's so much I could go into, but it says, for he is not a Jew, which is one, or Israelite, outwardly, neither is that circumcision which is outward in the flesh, but he is a Jew which is one inwardly, and circumcision is that of the heart, in the spirit, and not in the letter, whose praise is not of men, of the Most High. All right, so it's not all about the outward, okay? And people reject Jake, just based on how he look. He don't got an afro and braids and stuff, and brown skin.
Kids were white lady.
Yeah.
Because he
So this man gonna break it down. His father was a Ghanaian and he had kids with a so-called white lady. Okay? He breaking it down.
it's a lot of, like, I was on the state.
Yeah.
It was, for me, my dad grew up, he was a Ghanaian,
Yeah.
and he said he'd only have kids with a white lady
Yeah.
because he never wanted his kids to go through what he went through.
Yeah.
Whoa. So he even saying that his father didn't want to have kids, basically, in a sense, with basically his own kind, because Jake under the curses, and people look at just Jake as negative and stuff based on just us being dark skinned, so this Jake, the Ghanaian from Ghana, out of the land of Ham, but is an Israelite, actually got with a white woman so that basically he can have the kids to kind of escape, in a sense, like that ridicule that comes with being a byword of being an Israelite. All right, having dark skin, and everything that comes with being an Israelite. Heavy. And Lord will, I should probably break this into 2 lessons. I'll maybe, like, Lord will, like, This would be a lesson, and then I'll just like maybe just make a straight up lesson on this guy, you know. But you know, it's just how it is, just to get the message out even more easier, because you know this is a long-winded lesson. You know, Jake gonna watch it or not, but you know, it is what it is.
Yeah, because he had a lot of racial abuse. When I came out lighter. Then when I was
Say he had racial abuse, and he said he came out lighter.
in South London, in Lambeth, the Jamaican kids were bullying me for being white.
Wow.
But I grew up around a lot of Jamaicans.
You're half black.
25% African, 75% white. So I grew up around a lot of
And that's a farce, dude. The progenitor, the progeny, the pedigree, all that is by you being your father, okay? And that's numbers. All right, it's by your father. Ain't no 75% and all this other bull crap. It's by your father, 100%. And the mom, she took in the seed of your father, okay? And you have the different traits, you know, going to the whole science, but it's by your father. It says Numbers 1:18, and they assemble all the congregation together on the first day of the second month, and they declare their pedigrees after their families by the house of their fathers, according to the number in names from 20-year-old and upward by their polls. You go into it, declare pedigrees. Your lud goes into to beget. All right. Declare one's birth or pedigree. Pedigree, go back to the record of descent, and that's going by your father. Okay. Your genealogy is going by your father. All right. Yes. So
Jamaicans and Africans and that, so I feel more comfortable around whites, blacks, every type of race I feel comfortable around. So then I moved to East London, but to be honest with you, I like living in the countryside where it's more nature, but it's not the people that I like as much around here. I like the nature and the fresh air, but in Brixton, I like the culture because it's real around Brixton. You know what I'm saying? You've got the Christians over there, you've got the Muslims over there, you've got people smoking rocks over there, you've got different people preaching, you've got mental health over there, but it's very real.
He said different people preaching. You know, it's the Israelites, so he definitely had to hear of the message. Okay. I'm not sure brothers in Brixton or have been in Brixton, but you know, I'm pretty sure, you know, some Israelite camp over there across the pond will be out there, and he had to see them. So, you know, he just named all of the different, you know, Christians, Muslims, and other people preaching. That definitely got to be the Israelites. So people know about the Israelites, okay?
At the end of the day, so I like Brixton. It's one of the only. Usually I'm very sensitive, so I find it difficult in London. But I love Brixton, and I think we need to start pulling people together. Like we're gonna start running some sound healing events. People that think the same way, people that want to heal, people that want to elevate, people that want to understand themselves, and people that want to grow. And we need to start putting like-minded people together and start helping to create change in the community. Because it's a lot of like. I had it the other day with a Jamaican fella and they're saying, you guys did this and you guys did that, and almost talking to me like, I'm just...
That's the curses. You know, so Jake not seeing himself. He's seeing these outcasts, you know, and he not attributing them to being Israelites because of how they look. You know, he's seeing y'all coming in, you just see a so-called white man selling herbs on the street. He gonna just say that this is like basically like y'all white people or Edomites are ruining everything, when really he's not even an Edomite, but you know he's there, and you know how the season is going, you know, with the gentrification, it's changing the whole makeup of that place, you know.
Responsible for suppressing Africans and Jamaicans, but I inherited pain from my dad as Ghanaians, which I had to deal with. My dad's gone missing now. He's not around because he never got to heal from that what he went through, he was working a lot of years to support me. So I haven't got a dad because of the oppression that he was subjected to. But we need to try and see it as we are all one at the end of the day. Blacks, whites, Asians, we are all one. And it's one consciousness, yeah? I'll describe it like this. If you've got one cup and you drop that cup on the floor and it smashes, you say that's Mexican, that's Chinese, that's Jamaican, that's white, that's Asian. You put all those pieces back together, it's still one cup. So it's one consciousness, but it's the people at the top that run the banks, the police that start the education system, that own Google and Facebook. They are manipulating us so that we perceive things differently. But let me say, at the same time, as we say, yes, we are all one, we still have to acknowledge and respect a Jamaican guy that may have inherited more pain than I have because my skin is lighter. So you can't just go, at the same time I'm learning, you can't just go up to the Jamaican person and say, don't worry about it, forget the flags and labels, don't we yourself Jamaican, we're all one. Because then I'm maybe not being sensitive to the pain that...
Yeah, but, you know, basically Jake gotta go back to being Israelites, okay? Their heritage, I think that's all that Zephaniah 2:1, assemble yourselves, ye that are not desired, you know, and really, that's Israel. That is Israel. You know, 2:1. All right, because amongst all of these nations, if we get together, all together with every people, you do have people that's not desired, and that's us as Israelites. And they're not gonna come. There's a great gulf fixed between the Israelites and the Edomites, so you can't all come together. There's a separation. Okay, there's a distinguishment. All right, but it's another story for another time. Zephaniah 2:1, gather yourselves together, gather together, O nation not desired. Oh, I thought we was all desired. Nah, not everybody wanna be Jake. He said the one Israelite, his father said that he done ran. He can't even find his dad because his dad done ran away because all of the things he faced as and trauma from being basically an Israelite. You know, a Ghanaian and basically over there growing up in London under the British rule, or the Edomite rulership. Alright, so that's the lesson through the spirit. I'm gonna have to break and probably do a whole separate lesson, just particularly on the individual in that part, but you know, hey, for brothers that watch it all the way through, you know, hey, profit off of it. Shalom to the elect. All praises on the glory of Yahweh Shem HaShai.